Alrighty, y'all. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being here. Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. What's poppin', chat? How are y'all doing today? Huh? Haven't played Farm Sim forever. Thanks, Dave and Fire. Alright, the truck is back in the field. Lonely, what's up, man? Hope out. Thanks, guys. The truck is back. Let's go join the guys and go do some harvesting. Let's get to it. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
The truck made it back. Everything's working like it's supposed to. I'm so happy.
Black hat?
Yep, mm-hmm.
That helps putting your header down. Just
Todd, what are you talking about?
I'm just throwing that out there.
That might help, yeah. Wait, left? It helps if you turn it on, too.
Hey, left.
Yeah,
Yeah, make sure it's down. And
Hey, guys, look. The header's on. Look. And it's lowered. This is how you farm.
Is that how you farm?
Did you know that?
Technically,
No.
I had my header lowered. I just didn't have it on.
The third time's the charm.
That just makes a mess. All right, we're doing it, y'all. We're doing it. Oh my! It happens. Multiple neighbors, by the way, are cutting their grass. Multiple.
So, by the way, Storms, good luck now.
Eh. I ain't too worried.
Oh, John didn't repair his harvester before he brought it out.
It's pretty close. I didn't put it on GPS. I'm on GPS. What are you talking about, Dave? You had me questioning my life. This is oats, by the way. The green oats. It's like green eggs and ham, just no ham.
Everything is going to be green eggs and ham on this map, I
And
think.
it's not. But it's oats. Notes. I'll put my auger out too. I want to fit in with you guys.
Peer pressure.
One of us. One of us.
Pretty much,
one of
yeah.
us.
Yeah. Pretty much. Who gets the lucky pass next time around? Probably going to be me, huh?
More than likely.
Hooray. Takes a right turn and goes and cuts around it now.
Right ahead.
Nah, I'll be fine. We'll be good. All right, so we got one field in oats, chat. 40-41. It's one field applied together. Therefore, it's one field. We got that in oats. And then the rest of our stuff will be corn next in-game day. Or a couple in-game days, actually. I guess, are we going to plant something here?
I don't know.
We could wait.
We can plant some winter beans.
Do it. We might need some little cash coming in anyways.
No,
with
they won't be
everything.
ready till it's snowing. They'll be harvesting those in January in the snow. I'm good. Not doing that again. That was not fun the other day. I did not like that.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I left that at the door.
In
Yeah,
the
that
snow.
was me, none.
Yeah.
First
That's-
thing I get, I'm from Michigan, so I'm used to doing stuff in the snow.
I just want to get to the corn harvest, you know. I'm all just corn harvest. One track mine today.
Well, I feel like my combine has like hydraulics right now.
Yeah, you're kind of like bouncing up there, aren't you, a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm too. Right through that part of the map, like, yeah. I wasn't doing that a minute
stopped
ago.
yet.
Yeah, yeah. You're hitting them switches, you know?
Yeah.
It's the auto head height control is having. I need to go to this shop. You know. I need a
Just had
new
it at the
piece.
shop. Just had something fixed. Now something else breaks.
I mean, on old combines like this, yeah, all the time.
Let's start on getting one.
Junk. I may have had a little piece of cheesecake while I was in the house. Remember we were talking about recipes that aren't the same? Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, gluten free.
Well, that's because it's missing.
It's
something
literally
just entirely.
missing a crust. Yeah, they just didn't put a crust in it. That's all.
Imagine having like a cauliflower crust to that.
What?
You know, like how pizza,
Why
or
would
like
you?
gluten free
Yeah, but
cauliflower. Yeah,
cheesecake?
Yeah. Oh, I don't eat cheesecake to begin with, so it
What?
wouldn't bother me.
What?
I don't like
Ban
it.
him. Ban him. Ban him.
You don't like
don't-
cheesecake?
I don't like sour cream really, so
I don't either, but I love cheesecake.
You don't like sour cream?
not really.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Guess what time it is? It's time for Lonely to leave us. Is that what time it is? Sour cream's delish. Tilly makes a better choice. Dave. Well, Lonely, we'll catch you, man. Have a good rest of your day and all that good stuff. And that was the time for pizza. Oh. That could be too. Lucky. Lucky. You know, I am out of frozen pizza, so I have to order one. Might have to happen. You don't think these have auto height? I wouldn't be surprised if they do, honestly. Auto height's been around forever. All right, we'll catch you, Lonely. We'll catch you.
Auto height would be it's a pretty simple
Yeah, it's
thing.
pretty simple. If you doesn't like mayo, I mean, I could see that fire. Yeah, I could see that. I need
Wait a minute.
mayo.
Wait a minute. That last part of your sentence there, Fire Shadow. What kind of cakes do you make?
You've never heard of putting mayo in a cake?
Nope.
It keeps them really moist.
No, didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I don't know that I've ever had a cake with mayo in it.
I'll say doesn't sound like a right thing to me to put
You
in
wouldn't.
a cake.
You don't taste it.
Yeah,
By the way,
it's-
if you guys hear a lawnmower, he's like right behind
there?
me here. So.
Got it.
Do apologize, chat. Yeah.
But yeah, I never heard of that. Never had it.
Moist. Dave, did I stutter? Moist.
Moist.
Mayo and coffee.
It's an interesting combo there.
Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Excuse me. How's it going? The mayo part, fine. The coffee, not for me. But I'm also not a coffee drinker, so not surprised that I don't like things with coffee in it. That working up there, Storms?
Yeah, it's kind of finicky
Is it?
to unload into.
Gotcha. I mean, you can just fill the truck, and if you need it, then it's there, I guess.
Yeah.
Like when the truck's gone, because it does take a minute to get that truck there and unloaded and back. And really, like I said, I just don't know that we need more than one truck. We're doing fine with one. So
At least for
Well,
this.
Yeah, for this.
your grandma puts mayo on grilled cheese. Yeah, I've heard of that too. I've never done it, but yeah.
I could see that more.
Instead of butter, you use mayo. Apparently, it browns up real good though.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever you actually switch to end cab, it doesn't stutter and lag.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, that's little stutter, but not like
Not like
what it normally does.
Is in-cab playable now?
it might be.
I still have ghosting issues, but that's just farm sim, so.
I have issues looking around the cab.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, this cab is legit.
Okay, it might be better now. I don't know. It was just kind of like looking around. It lagged a lot for me. Then now it barely stopped.
Interesting. No problem, Dave. Makes it okay. Yep, not saying that one. That's gonna get clipped out of context too, huh? Just saying. Oh, man. Yeah, I've never actually tried that. Although a grilled cheese sandwich kind of sounds lit right now. Not going to lie. Made sandwich cake last weekend. Does need mayo. Gotcha. God, that lawnmower's so loud.
Yes, yes, it is.
I kind of think Buddy just like took the muffler off just to annoy me or something. It's a 21-inch lawnmower. Like, it's nothing like fancy, you know. It's just a regular little lawnmower. I don't know why it's so loud. Only Carson's here for sound alerts. Well, I mean, I can do that too, Dave. I just choose not to, but I can't.
We just don't get the cool ones anymore because Carson's not here.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Golly, lawn. So loud. I should just go out there and be like, bro, I'm trying to stream. Stop it. I would say I'm like excited for winter because he'll quit cutting his grass, but he won't.
Gets a really loud snowblower.
He uses a shovel.
He's gonna get a snowblower this year.
Wildfire Shadow. No, he's the guy that, you know, if there's a leaf in his yard, he has to cut the whole yard. It'll be January and he'll be out there cutting grass. There's no grass to cut. But don't worry, he'll do it. But the good thing is this year with us not having 3 trees in our front yard, maybe there'll be less leaves in his yard, so he'll mow less.
Fair enough.
Plus, actually, a big tree across the street disappeared over the summer as well. Big oak tree that always, like, it holds onto his leaves till, like, you know, January, February.
Until, like, middle of winter for no reason, yeah.
He like an old retired dude or something?
The guy with the lawnmower?
Yeah.
So he just retired probably about a year ago. But they bought this house. So this house next door to me was a foreclosure. And it was completely just trashed. Like, you know, the bushes were higher than the roof on the front of the house. Like, the grass was out of control. We, like Dad and I, and then the other neighbor on the other side, like, we'd take turns cutting the front yard at least. The backyard you couldn't see. Right, when he bought the property.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was so close left. The backyard you couldn't see, like, anything. It was so overgrown. That is perfect placement on that drain tile, by the way, that inlet. It's amazing. But basically, they actually bought the house as an investment property, and they were going to fix it up and rent it out. Because they've done this over their life. They've owned quite a bit around our town. And rent it out for a few years and then sell it, right? Well, somehow, for some reason, his wife fell in love with the neighborhood. Which I don't understand why. Living here my entire life, I don't really get it, but whatever. So then they decided, instead of just fixing it up, that they would add 14 feet to the back of the house. They would take the 1-car garage, tear it completely down, put a 4-car garage, so it's actually like 2 cars wide, 2 cars deep. And then since then, they've added like a pool, and they have a shed in their backyard, which is like the doghouse that has air conditioning, and it's like 10 by 16. It's huge too. The part they added onto the back of the house, they actually made the basement extra deep so he could swing his golf clubs in there in the winter. So if that tells you this kind of guy, right? And then they actually moved. They lived on a golf course in a house about 3 or 4 times this size, and they moved into this neighborhood. So they are the Joneses. That's not actually their last name, but, you know, keeping up with the Joneses. They're those people. So, the indoor golf sim is sick. I mean, it might be grumpy. I don't know. I've never seen it. Never seen what he has. But, like, everything has to be perfect. Their cars are spotless. They have a lake house down at Lake of the Ozarks. They never go there. But he'll be out front washing his boat for, like, 3 days. And then they'll take it down there for, like, a day. And then that pretty much all they'll do all summer. Like, they don't ever go to their lake house. But they have one. And it's like, To me, if you have a lake house, you should go there and use it and enjoy it.
So I need someone else to take it here.
What's up?
My ping's starting to get really high.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's just me.
Oh. Not good. It's all good.
So, yeah, it was earlier. Now it's like 60s to like 150.
Oh, man. All right, Trent, calm down.
The weird thing is that it bounces a lot. Like, it won't stay in that one area.
Yeah.
It bounces down to like 20, then it'll go all the way up.
Interesting. Dude's living. Yeah, so he's a nice enough guy, and so is his wife, but like, they just kind of, you know, it's like you moved into our neighborhood. You know, if one of our neighbors' houses, like the grass is too long, like he's complaining about it, you know? And it's just like, bro.
Is he one of the guys that wants an HOA?
He probably would be okay with it. Yeah, he'd probably be president, honestly. Yeah.
Got it.
So, apparently when my mom and dad moved in this neighborhood, we had an HOA and nobody cared. So nobody in this neighborhood just kept it just died. Like nobody kept it going.
Happens.
Are you saying I'm the good neighbor? I'm not. I don't talk to them. This dude's no longer okay. It's just, I mean, like I said, he's nice enough. His wife, whatever, they're nice, but like, you just feel like you're being judged the whole time. Like when he was first building the house, because he was construction, he was a general contractor, so you know he did a lot of the work himself, or pretty much all the work himself. Or he, like, you know, when it came time to like dig the basement, he called his buddies and, you know, called in all his favorites, right? And like, I'd be out cutting the grass, just minding my own business, and like with a 21-inch push board back then I used, and he would just be staring me down the whole time. And it's like, really? Why? How's he feel about my lights? I've never asked him directly, but I have a feeling he hates them. Yeah, he puts up one strand of Christmas lights across his gutter, and usually on December 26th, they're taken down. Sometimes he takes them down on Christmas Day. I've actually seen him do that before. So, and he only puts them up like a week before Christmas, which is fine. But it's kind of funny. So I would imagine he hates everything we do, honestly. But it's like, buddy, you moved into our neighborhood. We didn't like invade your neighborhood. You moved into our neighborhood. We do things our own way in this neighborhood, you know? So it's he's the type of person, let's put it this way. They've got a Saint Bernard, right? Big dog.
Mm-hmm.
They never have it on a leash, but it's always out in their front yard. But if somebody else had a dog out in their front yard, not on a leash, oh my God, he's calling the cops. He's that kind of neighbor. He can do no wrong, but everybody else does wrong, you know? Yeah.
So he's a prick, basically, of a neighbor, somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Oh no, that guy. Yeah, that guy's nice, though, Bips. I guess I talked to him literally one time since he moved in like 5 years ago. Live your life and nothing else. Yeah, I just don't interact with the guy, honestly. This guy here. I mean, realistically, in my neighborhood, like nobody really talks to each other. You know, like I'm friendly with my neighbors, I guess. When I see them, like I'll wave at them and stuff, but like really hang out with them, like, hey, come over for a barbecue. No, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I'd love to have like a block party. I think that'd be sick, but it'll never happen. Nobody in this neighborhood would like come out of their house to hang out, you know, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. It's only sad because I grew up in this neighborhood, and it used to be like that. Maybe not like block parties, but like people used to like hang out with each other and like, oh, I'm going down to get the mail. Well, there's Fred across the street. Let me go talk to him for 20 minutes. You know, it used to be that way. It's not at all anymore. Block party in his front yard.
I think he might have an aneurysm if he did that one.
Right. Everybody kind of keeps themselves. Yeah, fire. Yep. Like I said, though, the guy across the street, nice guy. We're friendly with him. We've talked to him a little bit. The other people, you know, put it reverse tear, nice guy. Talked to him a little bit. Obviously, my buddy Casey, you know, talked to him. He's cool. Across the street, there's a couple over there, and they have a daughter. They're fine. Her family owns a local gas station. We go in there sometimes, talk to him, whatever. She really likes my lights, so therefore she's cool. Just saying. But like the other house, like we never talk to them. The house on the other side of where Casey lives, that's the guy that I shovel the driveway for. Don't ever talk to him. He's a loner. He keeps to himself big time, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And then the guy next to him is a raging alcoholic. Nice enough guy, but raging alcoholic. Nobody talks to him. He doesn't ever, like, he doesn't. Yeah, he's pretty much a shut-in unless he's at work.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So it's a whole thing. Sounds like we have a decent neighborhood. I mean, there's a house across the street and down a few. They've moved in, I don't know, a year and a half ago. Never even talked to them. Don't have a clue. I don't put effort into, like, getting to know my neighbors, to be honest. I kind of don't care. Spoiler chat. I kind of just don't care, you know? Because the question always is, oh, what do you do for work? So far, nobody that I've found in real life that has asked me that question has a clue what a streamer is. So, yeah, it's always the really, oh, hello. Ooh. Hi, Storms.
Hi. I could not stop at all.
I think a mosquito just hit my head, or I didn't move at all. That was something. I saw you had to use the bin there, huh?
Yep.
Where's our truck?
That's been. It pulled up right
oh, he is
when
back.
I got done.
Okay. I was like, I don't see our truck anywhere. That's cool, though. That's very cool. Neighborhood keeps themselves. Gotcha, Casey. Gotcha. I just feel like that's just how it is these days, you know? The storm need new brakes. Probably needs a boat anchor. Online marketing. I don't do online marketing, so no, I wouldn't tell them that. Just saying, I don't sell you guys anything. Okay. No, I've tried to, he's asked me a couple times because he's just like, he's nosy too, you know? He always wants to know what's going on and what we're doing, and I don't understand why people...
Willis88M just resubscribed for 15 months.
Willis, welcome back for 15 months. Do appreciate the resub. How you doing, man? I don't understand why people always have to make things about money. I guess it's like, that's the standard question you're supposed to ask people, like, hey, what do you do for work? But it's like, is it really his business? Yeah, I'm not going to tell him that I'm an online male entertainer. Not going to say that one. They're fire.
Tell him you work for the mafia.
Do what, Storms?
Tell him you work for the mafia.
Ooh. Interesting there, Yuleberry. Wow. You should show her my stream. Be like, yeah, there's this guy, you know? I just, next time somebody asks me, I'll be like, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You're not going to understand it. Although that answer of telling somebody like you won't understand it, that's just, oh, it's so disrespectful in my opinion. Like, basically, I'm just telling you you're dumb. Like, so disrespectful. I'm a hitman for the mafia. Wait. Maybe next time I'll just be like, it's like Fight Club. I just can't talk about it. He'll be like, what's Fight Club? Yeah, I just choose not to. I'll wave at him, but that's pretty much the extent of it. So, like when I'm putting up Christmas lights, I won't lie. If I see him coming up the street in his truck, I'll just like, you know, pretend to be busy looking towards my house, or, you know, put my head down so I can't see the street with my hat on or something, you know, and just don't expect me to wave all the time because it's not going to happen. So,
I can attest to that.
right? I didn't know if it was really you, and then, like, you know, I didn't want to look like an idiot waving at you, and it wasn't you, you know? Just saying.
I like how the story's changed 3 times.
No stuff. Dude, speaking of that truck stop, right? Dad and I were over there the other day for lunch, right?
Wasn't me.
No, it definitely wasn't you. There was one of those trucks that's basically like an RV, but it's a semi-truck, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he had a trailer on. He was pulling like camper shells for pickup trucks. And like tonneau cover. It was a single axle trailer even. Because it's like there's no weight there, you know? But on like the biggest truck in the world. It was kind of funny looking. Kind of funny. None of your neighbors. I got you, boss. That's good. Yeah. You have shown. I break servers for video games. No, the guy doesn't understand video games either. He's like, what are video games? What? Empty boat hauling trailer? Kinda, yeah. They have proper jobs. Okay. Gotcha, Yieldberry. That's funny, though. That is amusing. And the answer is no. I don't have a proper job. This is my proper job. It's not proper at all. But that's okay. It's all good. It's kind of how my siblings, some of my siblings, treat me. Just say it. Especially, I think my sister's probably, well, one brother, but then my sister's like buddies with him, so she like, yeah. The whole thing. Donahue is like the Phil Donahue. Is that what you're getting at? Wow. You just don't understand. You know, I'll just tell him that next time. Yeah. Or sometimes I'll just be like, yeah, it's computer work. I do computer work. People kind of just like, oh, okay.
You do computer work for one of the 3-letter agencies. Can't say anything else other than that.
You know, true. I can't. You just, yeah. You wouldn't understand. Or I'll be like, hey, how about that weather?
They don't have the clearance to know.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. I don't have the clearance to know what I do. That would be real funny. I work for a 3-letter wow. Entity. God, I can't speak today. I'm done. I'm not done, but you know. Yeah. Insert sponge. Wow, gun and runs as well. Left, you want to go down and like knock this side out real quick?
I mean, we can.
So we don't
I
have
think
to
there's
drive.
30 fastest there, though.
That's fine. That way we don't have to drive. Or I'll just stay over.
Huh?
I get it done.
Let's swing over. It's all on GPS anyways.
That is true. That is true. Elf? I should, you know what, from now on I'll just say I work for Jeff Bezos. How about that?
It works.
Yep. I work for Jeff Bezos. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. Checks out. Seems legit. He paid him back with fruits and vegetables and worked on his car. Nice. Very, very nice. All right. I got the Jeffrey song stuck in my head. Jeffrey. Good old Jeffrey.
What about Toys R Us?
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. R.I.P.
Toys R Us is coming back.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying for like 5 years, right?
Yeah,
Or is it a thing in
supposed-
Canada?
I guess they're supposed to be opening up in some department stores
Oh.
like Hudson's or J.C. Penney's or something like that. And then they're also going to be opening select just Toys R Us stores.
No. Yeah,
Last-
let's leave this strip as our test strip. How about that? No?
Yeah.
I signed an NDA and legally can't talk about it. I don't know if he would know what an NDA is. This guy knows like construction. And that's about it. And how to cut grass. Yeah, that's about
Well,
it.
apparently not if he's got to do it 12 times a week.
Well, he likes his grass a certain height, you know? I should buy one of those robotic lawnmowers that's just constantly cutting the yard, you know? Yeah. They made the old Toys R Us into a liquor store, so you can still be a Toys R Us kid. I don't even know what our Toys R Us is. I don't ever get out that way where there was a Toys R Us. I know there's one down like South St. Louis County that was a Toys R Us, and they tore it down, and I think they built a Bass Pro Shop down there. Or Cabela's or one of those like type stores. But out here where I'm at, I don't know what our Toys R Us was. We had a Toys R Us, and then right up there was a Babies R Us back in the day too. There were both of those back in the day there. And like I said, we would window shop at the Toys R Us. We never really got much there, but you know, it was a nice place to go walk around in the air conditioning, because when I was growing up, we didn't have AC in my house, so you know, any excuse to like get away from the house and go somewhere where there was air conditioning. Go over to the Dollar Theater over in St. Louis. We used to do that all the time. Dollar movie theater, go see a movie or two on a nice hot summer day. You definitely used to do that. I can remember doing that several times on those hot summer days. Well, you got to go to Toys R Us to make Christmas lists, got you? Gotcha. That's, yeah. I do remember getting like the Toys R Us catalog, circling stuff in there that I wanted. Add a couple zeros to that price, right? Robot. Yep. Fuck. Gotcha. I watched that guy on TikTok, Nate Petrowski, the Narrowway Homestead guy. You guys know, the guy with the big beard, you know? He's all about his robot lawnmowers. I think it'd be cool, but like it'd get stolen in my neighborhood, I guarantee it. Somebody would steal it. It'd be nice to have. I think I have too much grass for it. Be kind of cool. Plus, I enjoy mowing grass, so I also wouldn't want it just for that reason alone. All right. Let's go over yonder. All right, so that'll be our maturity strip. We'll leave that be for now. I don't think he would be the one to steal it. I think it would be a random person like driving down my street. We're at 91,000 oats. Is that it? Why does that seem so low?
Just took off.
Oh, okay. So you hit another 50?
Yep.
Okay. That's not as bad.
Oh, oats looks like they're already good low yield too.
Yeah. Is this game hard to learn? I wouldn't say it's hard to learn. There is a lot to this game. But it's one of those games that you can, you know, like say you start out and maybe all you grow is soybeans. Okay, you don't have to learn all the crops right away. Don't mind the holes in the map, by the way, guys. It's fine. But like, you know, you don't have to learn how to grow sugar beets and what it takes to mess with sugar beets and stuff. You can just focus on one crop until you kind of learn that, and then you can move on to say corn or wheat or barley or canola or whatever, you know. It's not hard to learn. I will say there's a lot to learn though. There is a lot, but it's not hard. Not necessarily hard. So yeah, it's a whole thing. It's fun though. And what we're doing is kind of like kind of crazy in advance. We're using, you know, all kinds of mods and trucks that drive automatically, and you know, GPS. We're doing kind of weird stuff, but that's all right. Big Al, what's going on, man? How you doing today, sir? What's poppin'? How about this weather, huh? That would actually be cool if it would cool down a little bit. It's a little toasty in here today. 3 PCs running in this room right now, you know? Yeah, we do run auto drive, yeah. 90 feels like 93 here in St. Louis right now. A little toasty.
I Saturday they're calling for 60, high of 60.
My God. We're like upper 80s until Thursday, and then it's like 74, 75, 60, 64 for a high next Saturday.
55 for a high next
Break
Monday.
out the parkas. Wow. That's cold. I'm here for it.
Not cold.
Little bike therapy. Nice, Big Al. Nice. Nice, nice. Watching an RC lawn. Holy cow, Bose. That's crazy. There's actually a company in St. Louis that takes Gravely zero-turn lawnmowers, and they put tracks on them, and they make them robotic for mowing hillsides, which is kind of cool. Hey, we got the baler going? Or is it just here?
I'm going.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were bailing. Heck yeah.
Guys, clean up the Zen row.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, first time I had some, like, found their website or something a while back, Big Al. I don't know the name of the company, but I think it's kind of cool. Just saying. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I do not remember the name of the company, unfortunately. All right, buddy, your yard is not that big. What are you doing? I think he's cutting his yard for like the 12th time right now, Jeff.
He's still mowing lawn?
Yeah. Buddy, get it done. Let's go. Golly.
Welcome back.
Okay.
The third combine has entered the chat.
Don't forget we want to leave one.
So we already did. It's on the other side.
Oh, okay.
111. No, 141,000 so far. Not bad. Do what?
Let's just try to find you guys.
South side, north side, east side, northeast.
Top
West
section of the road.
side.
I'm on the west side. I'll be over there in a minute. I swear. Wait for me. I got little legs. Or something. Something like that. All right. Tell me the grain bin was worth it, Storms. It wasn't worth it. It might be worth.
We'll see if it's worth for corn.
I'd say it might be better with corn, yeah. Although with 3 on oats here, we probably need it, right?
Not really,
Kind of.
especially with the other trucks sitting right there.
Okay, if you're only using one truck.
Even then, by the time I fill up, the
He's
truck
back.
is usually back, or is pretty close to being back.
All right. I think it was almost a brush hog. 3. Oh, wow. All right. That's cool, boss.
Now, if I was running a much larger grain cart,
Yeah.
it may make a difference, or especially during the corn if I'm filling up, rapidly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we probably will. Speaking of corn, did we ever buy a 3rd corn head?
We did we?
No.
Nope, not that I know of.
All right, we're going to
If we did,
purchase
it's back
that.
at the shop.
Oh, we never did. No, it said we only want 2. Now, if we really want to get crazy, we buy the 30-mile-per-hour header.
I don't think we have a big enough combine for that
I,
yet.
I don't think our combine can even go 31. So
No,
just-
you're right. And then we have this little pack right here, guys. These are the earlidge heads. Okay, which is weird, I know, but we're gonna run that too, at least for a little bit. So
How
we're
big
gonna-
of one?
It's 6 meters.
That's for the forage harvester.
That
correct?
goes on the forage harvester. Yep. And the New Holland will handle it. It's fine. I've tested.
Right.
Yeah, I've tested.
Can those go on like a pull behind one?
I don't know.
If we had like one that actually can detach.
I don't know if it'd be. I think it'd be too big.
Well, I think the small one would work.
I don't know. The small one might work, yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
I know it works on
I-
the on the New Holland. So
Yeah, I don't think we have one that we can take the head off of.
the New Holland one does.
Yeah.
The little tub
Does it?
behind New Holland, yeah, it does.
Oh.
But I don't
Okay.
know if it'll hook up because it has its own special headers.
Okay, got it.
Fist arms.
Bye.
Have a good time. I'm still 35% full.
Well, I'm 100% full.
Oh. You got room in your cab, right?
Oh yeah.
Open that sunroof up. Let's go.
Why don't you just store it on your cab?
I don't want cab oats.
And I do.
Apparently.
Not my problem. Oh, goodness. It's fine. We'll just see you on the other side of the field here in a minute, okay?
Yep.
How about that? All right. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is like immediately around this homestead here, we do the earlidge. Like probably just go east-west and that field to the west there.
Guys, I was gonna say we could do that, the one field, and see how bad it's gonna be.
Yeah, and
Right.
then like we'll start our cart harvest across the road, probably over by the bins.
Yeah.
To make life
Just
easier.
because, yeah, I don't know how much we want to do, kind of thing, or how much we're going to need for cows.
Earlidge does have a different texture. It's like the chaff texture. It's like that, but it's kind of yellow because it's just ground up ears of corn, basically. So it's kind of interesting. We'll grab some here, when we get to corn harvest.
Let's see. From what I kind of seen from like a video that Trent posted yesterday,
Yeah.
it's basically dried corn, dried chaff. Instead of harvesting it greener, you just let it dry out a little more.
As far as like
Then
the
you harvest
visual
it.
look,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like a little bit drier than half, but
I guess, yeah, you could say
I
that.
don't know.
This is kind of got that yellow hue to it, you know.
Yeah, and from
Average.
what I kind of remember.
Average. What's going on, man? Welcome in. How are you? What's
Yeah,
popping?
what I remember silage from is it's like the greener. You want it to be greener because you want more moisture. Get a lot more moisture for it.
Well, so if we're talking real life,
Yes, real
earlage
life.
would also be taken out at the same time as silage. It's just the difference between earlage and silage are roughly the same time. Silage would be the whole plant. Earlage is just the ear. That's the difference, right? That makes sense?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It kind of looked like they were harvesting the entire plant though in that
No,
video.
so the way a regular corn head works, right? You have your snapping rolls in there. So that takes the plant and basically grabs it and pulls it down. And then you have deck plates, or some people call them stripper plates. I know, I said it, chat. And that takes the ear off the plant. So the ear and the shuck and usually some of the top of the plant makes it into the combine, right? So that's what would become earlage in this case. Because that head is basically a corn head, but it works on a forage harvester. So that's kind of the difference between the two.
Yeah, just from the video at least, it looked like they weren't leaving a lot of the plant behind. Like they were taking a majority of it.
Well, then that's not. I don't know. I haven't seen this. It just, yeah, I don't know. It should look like a regular harvested cornfield when you get done. Like regular combine went out and harvested a field. That's what it should look like.
Okay, I'll go see if I can get the video.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's this video
Can I
at?
watch it again? I'm working on it.
Was it in Discord?
No, he posted it in the chat yesterday.
Oh.
So it's
All right. But,
I
yeah.
will post it in Discord though.
All right. Interesting.
But this is the general.
I mean,
So the first one that I like doing it, yeah, it looks like a normal cornfield, right?
Mhm.
But they've done it when it was a little bit greener than that, though.
Yeah.
And I don't know, to me it looks like they're not leaving as much behind.
So that first clip, yeah. So obviously that's a little drier corn than I would say you'd normally like chop silage, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's processing the plant just like a regular corn head. So it's all there. You just don't realize that it's there, you know? So, I mean, you're taking in some of the tops and stuff just because it's going to happen. But the goal of earlage is to just get the ear.
Do they do trucks in the field?
Yes.
Yes.
Typically on like silage and stuff, yeah, you're going to run trucks in the field because the output's so high. Unless it's really wet, then you bring on those like side dump carts, you know? Dave, I don't know. I guess, yeah. More protein. I don't really know the whole science of it, to be honest with you. I don't really know. But what's interesting is you don't realize how much that corn head is leaving behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chopping it down. You don't realize. I mean, they're definitely getting plant material in their the thing there. But the goal would be to not get as much plant material. Yeah. And you've seen it in real life. Yeah, it's real.
I'll say, yeah, no, I wasn't doubting it was real, man.
Yeah, no. I will say, silage, chaff, earlage, haylage, well, hay in general, it's all stuff I've never seen in real life.
I'll say, I've seen the hay side things.
Yeah, we don't get any of that around here. So, not a thing. And then you have like Sunny Farms on YouTube. They do what they call high moisture corn. So they'll harvest corn at like 35, 40% moisture with a regular corn head and a regular combine. And then they bring it home and they run it through a cracker, which basically, you know, destroys the corn, right? And then they actually put it in like a silage bunker and they'll pack it in with a tractor and then cover it like you would with silage. And then they add that to the ration that they feed their cows.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So it's kind of, you know, there's a lot of different ways to go at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
So
is
basically, they like bring it into like a giant mill almost.
pretty much, it goes right on the back of a 3-point hitch tractor, PTO power, and it you put it in the top and it mills it and spits it out a chute. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Higher
I guess,
end-
yeah, I didn't realize. Good.
Gotcha, Dave. Okay.
Did not know that. I guess I didn't realize last night when I was watching the video because I was still playing the game of how much it actually was leaving behind.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then, you know, some guys would go out there and either run like another boar, like a flail boar or something, to chop the stalks off over to the ground and then rake that up and bale it too. You can use it for like bedding, depending on if you bed your cows or not. Dave, copy pasta's fine. We're all learning here, you know. It is all good, sir. No worries here.
Yeah, so I think the most I've seen for like bedding for cows, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I think the guy I've seen uses like sand or like sawdust almost.
Yeah. So when I say bedding, that's kind of a weird term, I guess, because like if you have a dairy barn and your cows are in that dairy barn, a lot of sand, sawdust, stuff like that gets used. If cows are out in like a wet barnyard, I've seen like how farms work. He'll go out there with a corn fodder bale and then just kind of spread it out with his skid steer, and it just makes a little bit of like dry stuff for them to stand on.
Yeah,
And then
just basically
eventually-
packing that whole-
And then
Yeah.
eventually it gets hauled out with the manure and spread back on the field. So it's kind of a whole.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. It's kind of like almost making like a mat almost to it.
Yeah, disgruntled. All right, I'm here for it. Adam, what's going on? Welcome in. How you doing today? Turn the cows out on stalks. That's what my dad did when he was a kid. They would go put up one wire, turn the cows, or even turn the hogs out too. Yep. The end of this week, you'll be starting soybeans. Nice. Nice. I think a lot of soybeans have disappeared around here already. I'm not sure. I haven't been down there since Wednesday. It was a little wet Wednesday, but they would have had like at least Thursday, Friday, and I'm sure everybody's running today. Down by the farm. What do we got? 2 passes left? Yeah. All right. Not too bad. But yeah, the whole like earlage, I thought it was fake at first. I'm going to be honest. This is a couple years ago when somebody mentioned it. I was like, that's fake. You don't do that. Well, sure enough, it's a real thing. Oh, kind of interesting. All right, I think I've seen like how farms work. You know, they have like the blue silo, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And they've put like higher moisture corn in that. And then they'll get it out and feed it, you know.
How much room do you got, John?
I'm at 65%.
You might want to swing back over there and take the rest of this road over.
Left is almost full.
All right. I gotcha. But yeah, so it's just, you know, the whole thing about farming is it's very, you know, I can go down the road 20 minutes, right? And it's a whole different way of farming than it is down by like my farm, the place I call the farm. You know, I don't farm, but it's like a whole different world 20 minutes away. And that to me is very interesting about farming, that there's so many different ways to accomplish basically the same goals.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, you know, this is the way families have been doing it, or they have, you know, a different dealer that sold them on different equipment, or an agronomist that sold them on doing something different, or whatever. In Indiana, so you just started harvest. Gotcha. And weather plays so much a huge factor. You know, you go like over where Trent's at, which is not that far away from me, a couple hours, and it's just like a whole different world, you know, when it comes to farming. Or even when we go over to that Pinckneyville farm show, hour and a half outside of St. Louis. It is so different over there. So different.
That's it. I think one guy so far that I've seen around me has like actually harvested something.
Yeah.
The rest of our bean fields aren't like. I would say probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks they're all going to be gone. But
Sure.
like
Yeah.
2 weeks at least for green for how
Oh.
green they still are. I say, and then our corn probably won't be harvested until the end of October.
Potatoes left. All other crops are done. And see, that's another thing. We don't have potatoes around here either.
Yeah.
No potatoes, no sugar beets, none of that.
Yeah, see, we've been hammering sugar beets around me.
That's cool. That
So
would be-
so that's the first crop. Sugar beets usually. That or wheat.
yeah.
A little bit of wheat, not much, but just a little
Wait,
bit.
wheat this late?
Yeah.
What kind of wheat do y'all grow up there? That's
You plant it in the spring.
spring wheat. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
We-
thing here either.
The thing is it's because we can't. Our crops are so late in the year.
Yeah.
In the ground still. If you would plant wheat, you'd have to basically do it right after beans. And you'd have to make sure your beans are like harvested by now.
Yeah. No.
Because basically by mid-October here, I think it's forecasted to freeze.
Wow.
So
Sometimes we get a frost in October here.
yeah, this is like
Sometimes.
multiple days in a row. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So basically, you get to kill anything that isn't hardy enough.
Yep. I hope we don't get a frost. Our pumpkins are looking a little late this year. I hope we don't get one of those random, like, early October frosts. That would be bad. All of our pumpkins will be green still. We're
It's
actually,
gonna be a weird pumpkin.
yeah, it's looking, like, plant-wise, our plants are looking awesome. Like, they're looking so good right now. But, like, pumpkin-wise, we might have issues. I don't know. We'll see. Like, there's a lot out there, but they are grass green and growing still. So I don't know how that's going to work out for us long term.
I wonder if there's like a trick that you can do to make them.
Well, I
Like,
think
ripen
this
up
year, our problem was that hailstorm. Because the plants were looking great and they were growing like crazy, and then that hailstorm happened. And it was basically, have you ever heard of transplant shock?
Yeah, where they kind of like almost die, but
They just kind of stand there and don't do anything.
yeah.
That's what it was like after the hail. They stood there and didn't do anything for like 10 days. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we have to grow?
Oh wait, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, okay, let's grow. And then it grew. And I think if nothing else, they're just kind of set back a little bit on their like timing.
Yeah,
And,
I can see that.
Like the first round of blooms, like they set on pumpkins and then they all disappeared. I don't quite understand what happened there either.
Plant might have thought it was too small, or maybe.
It's something, I don't know. Something happened and like they just all disappeared.
Yeah, so generally, when plants usually start blooming, they kind of don't stop. They stop
yeah.
growing, right?
They've kept growing a little bit. Actually.
Yeah, but they primarily stop though, right?
Yeah.
It's like all your tomato plants and stuff like that. You're supposed to pick off the first flowers you get.
Yeah. Tomatoes are way too much babysitting for me.
They are and they aren't.
Not a fan.
Depends on how you plant them and what you plant them in, really.
All right. That is a barley field. Not barley. That's oats.
This is a weird looking barley.
Is that baler able to handle break fastest farms? Oh. So since you're doing it.
Yeah.
Don't know if it'd be too much to lose skippers.
Even if it does, whatever.
Wow.
It's just a little extra money.
Wow. We clearly need the money right now.
We might.
We're gonna have sinkholes under our road. We need the money.
Yeah. We're gonna have to replace a road here soon, so we need a couple mil.
Giants editor, here we go. Or wait.
We need to put in the giant thing, the dryer.
Bulldozers?
Sure, we can get bulldozers too.
Sweet.
And
good for compacting silage.
Right?
yeah, it would be.
Would be very nice.
We might need a bigger tractor to haul a bigger wagons. Yeah, grain cart and just maybe bigger wagons too.
Is there a way to load a course on the giant field without crashing the game? You could put a grass strip right down the center of your field, Tomcat, and make it 2 fields. You know, like landscaping some gravel or something. And make 2 fields, kind of like 2 chains, but 2 fields. And then hopefully it won't crash the game. Buy a better computer. I don't know if that'll help or not. But definitely you could make it 2 fields instead of 1. Which kind of sucks. That'd be the way I would recommend to do it. So yeah. Alright. Definitely need some landscaping right there still. We'll get there. All in due time. All in due time. Tomcat, you excited for Rust next week, by the way? I just can't wait to see the first armored hot air balloon, you know? So excited. Oh, that drive over has moved like a lot. Okay. Yes. Awesome, Tomcat.
As long as he's able to find it, we're good for right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's working, but I should probably put in a temporary post next time.
Oh, we have to move it anyways now, so.
Yeah.
Gotta set up the, are we gonna go ahead and set up the grain dryer now, or?
Probably should.
Yeah, I just don't know what all is going to be entailed with that, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
neither do I.
we're going to bring in, like, we're going to unload into a bin and then, like, go from that bin to the dryer.
Probably.
It only holds a couple semi-loads, so. Interesting, but gotcha.
Could also put in one of those really big. What were they? Meridians?
Yeah,
There's that one that holds 1.1 mil.
that's so much.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it's corn.
have you looked around us?
It's cow. But you know, real farmers only can harvest so much in a day before they have to stop and let the dryer catch up. It's fine.
Did you send this combine to the shop?
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, did you already go to the shop?
Did you have the both heads?
What do you? What? Huh?
I got the corn header.
On what?
Don't worry about it. I carried it.
We're cheating.
By cheating, it's using game mechanics to your
No,
advantage.
that's cheating.
So I was kind of thinking about this too. Do we all put the corn dryer like right here?
That's still unloading. No way. I
If
don't
it
know where
is,
we
it
would
might
put
not be in line anymore.
Ah, man, we're
'Cause
chilling.
it's
It stopped as soon as I like touched it with my front tire.
okay.
Just a visual thing, I do believe.
Can I dismiss this worker?
You gotta open it up, turn it off. So like Alt 9, I believe. No, not Alt 9. Alt 0, I believe.
For what?
To bring up auto drive.
Yeah, Alt 0. Yeah, you want me to just grab 'em? I don't even know where he went.
He's
I
down
see.
the driveway.
Oh,
Like he didn't make it very far.
gotcha. Okay, that was the last of the oats, right? I got that other truck that had a little bit. Yeah, we're
Yeah, should be all that we had.
okay. So, what do we end up with? 210,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's gonna be a lot of seed. Does that seed treater is not gonna reach up to the bin? Of course, is
No. Mm-mm.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why would it? So we need and then actually, so on the grain dryer,
We'll have to have 2 as well.
well, but I'm thinking the Vermeer auger should be high enough to reach that. That goes pretty high. So we'll pick one of those up too. All right, something to shop with. Something to go to the shop with real quick. Oh, we can risk it and see if it'll hook us.
So you'll get the Model A.
It won't hook to the truck, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know what? We might as well buy the A because we
Yes, sir.
need something to hook it to anyway.
Yeah, let's just grab the Model A while we're there.
We're putting that front hitch on there.
We good to bring over, or am I good to bring over the other auger from the other farm?
Which one?
The secondary.
The little
We
guy?
have a big one over here.
We can, yeah. Where's the little guy at?
Over here as well.
I feel like we're gonna
Like-
need that one too at some point, but I don't know if we will
Yeah.
or not.
Uh,
I need all the augers.
yeah. I think we need the little guy to unload from it,
From the dryer.
maybe. Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if this big guy will fit. The big ones will fit underneath it necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a learning experience, but what I want, here's what I envision. Okay, we'll see if we can make this work. It might be the wrong thing to do, but I'm here for bad ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have auto drive in. It drives to the unload or the drive over, puts it into a bin like we had just had. We have, and we probably don't use one of the bins that we have. We use one of the other bins where we have to put the auger under it. Like, say this guy right here eventually. This goes from the bin to the corn dryer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have an auger coming out of the dryer that goes to probably another bin, basically. Either one of the bins that we have or probably just another bin. And then at some point we'll probably have to like stop and do a grain transfer from there just to like storage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
At least this first go around. Maybe later on we, use giant bins that have like all the capacity. And that's fine. But I think I would like to set up like a Midwest auger extravaganza, You guys aren't in the Midwest. You don't get it. So,
Yes, we are.
Yo,
I resent your statement.
Hang on. Storms, you're basically in Canada, okay?
And what's your point?
Canada's not the Midwest.
Do you see a Canadian flag over here? No.
Are we sitting here drinking maple syrup straight from the bottle?
I don't think the Canadians are either.
They do.
Phil? Where's Phil? That's definitely not maple syrup Phil's drinking, alright?
There's a Canadian lady that I watched that splits foot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see here too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about, yeah.
He drinks maple syrup straight from the bottle.
That's really.
Uh-huh.
You sure it's maple syrup and not something else?
Sure.
But anyway, that's what I would like to set up. So lots of augers running, lots of moving pieces. I know it's a bad idea, but like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Dave, Oh, I know I'm outnumbered right now, Dave. Don't worry. I'm well aware. Unless we like, maybe I put out the Midwestern call and get all the Midwesterners to pipe up right out. But I'm not, you know, I'm not doing it. But I could. Just saying. Eagle, what's going on?
But see, here's the thing, John.
Hmm?
Michigander is hard. Midwestern.
Yeah, well, kind of. You know what the Midwest call is, though?
Oh,
You know what the Midwest call is? You don't know, do you? See? I might be making this up on the spot, but it's, hey, hey, the casserole's ready. You know? There you go.
I was gonna ask, do you ever just make stuff up now?
Yeah,
yes.
I am.
Yes, we are. At least we can agree it's a casserole.
It's definitely not a
dish.
hot dish. Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Okay.
see, we all agree on that. But we're good there, at least.
That is true. That is very, very true. Do we have corn in storage?
Yes.
We should totally get a truckload of that over here so we can set this all up. Just a second.
Did we move the auger from the other homestead and over to the first homestead?
Move the corn? All of it? I
I
mean,
mean,
we can.
we'll have to.
We
Anyways.
can try it, yeah. That'll be our dress rehearsal before we do a harvest.
Yeah. Oh, I have bet it is.
Augers?
No.
I like
Oh.
augers. Or you guys
You'll
want to do a
see.
little seed treatment real quick? Start that process too? Or no?
You'll see.
What do you got them? I don't even know. You're going to go right out of the bin?
I want to see if it works.
Interesting.
Because if we don't, we have to use like a gravity wagon or something, or an auger wagon.
That's okay. Got
I
it.
don't want to see if it works out of the bin.
Wow. Well, could you fill the auger or no?
Yeah, I could.
Well, that's one way to do it. Is he gonna? It should keep running too, right? Yeah. Nope. It stopped when you got out. Or did it stop because you got full?
Yeah, it stops because you get full.
Aw.
Then again, it does take a minute for this thing to
It's
run
very
fast,
slow, yeah.
So,
It's a ridiculously slow process. All right, I think it's time to get rid of our barriers, maybe.
more than likely, yeah.
Because I'm assuming we're putting the corn dryer like in this area somewhere, right?
I would say we could do like a.
I have to hit yes to every barrier to sell. I can't just delete.
Yeah.
God, why did I place all these last night, chat?
See,
down
I
where
said
you-
a fence, but you wanted to do barrier.
You can't delete fences in multiplayer, though.
Even the placeable ones?
We can,
I don't want to try it.
but basically down at the end that you started at, right? Put a wet bin down there. Corn
Yeah.
dryer kind of goes in the middle.
I think we'll set up the auger and then place the dryer based on where the auger is.
Yeah. But just like in the middle though goes
Yeah.
the dryer, and then on the opposite side of that, put a bin.
A cooling bin.
Yeah, we can call it a cooling bin, but it's probably going to be its permanent home. So
Yeah.
we go to sell it.
So, has anyone set this dryer down yet?
Nope.
I have not. I know Trent has, but
We might want to base everything off the dryer.
not bad, huh?
So the dryer goes, you have to, there's a front part, I think is where it actually opens up at, and that's where you drop it in at, and then it looked like on the bottom of that, there is a, where you take it out at. It's like the sump.
Right, Sean, I can't wait, man.
Let me go get some corn.
I can't. Yeah, go ahead and go grab some corn, and we'll run that. I don't think I want one with an unload, like a vertical unload, though. I really don't think I do. I think I don't. Yeah, I don't want that. I want a regular. We'll have to dig a little hole here, but that's fine. So that goes there, right?
Yeah.
Then we come in here and we. That's aggressive. Never mind. Hold on. That should be plenty there, right? Okay. So we want to set up our big auger. This guy. Yep. Sean, I'm excited for the game. Hopefully I'll be home to watch it. Oh. That swing away is a little in the way. That's all right. I wish we could put the swing away up, but have the auger up there still at the same time. You can't do that, unfortunately. With this
Yeah, I noticed that in the other one too. Okay. Nope, I don't want that one.
Right, right, Dave. Yeah. Talladega on NBC.
Nope.
All right, Sean. Actually, probably need to get over just a little more with this thing. All right. So, chat, do remember we are we're a little blind on this one. None of us have actually used the dryer before. Not this particular one anyway. I've used the car and dryer, but it was already placed on the map, and it had a pit you would just dump into and stuff. It didn't have like where you had to use augers.
Yeah, so both the ones I've used are, yeah, they're already in the game.
Yeah.
Or drive over
on the
ones.
map, yeah.
Well, one was in the map, and one you place down, but it's just a drive over structure to it almost.
All right, the grain bin has been opened. Rats. All right. Now, my theory is we put this bad boy on the output of the grain. Assuming we have room to get the tractor in there, which we might have to move that other auger. Actually, no. To get this in there, right?
Probably. I'll help you in a second.
I think there's going to be room. I think. Hang on.
By the way, basically just the seed processor being filled up like 1.5 times, we'll say. I have 8,700 seed already.
Oh wow. Good. That's pretty good. A little more. On.
We shouldn't have to open up these ones over here, should we?
What's that? Oh, I don't.
To put things into.
I have no idea on those.
I'll tell you in a second.
Not a clue.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
It is kind of auto open.
Magic, huh?
Uh-huh.
My favorite. Oh, I think I'm a little off on this one. We got room here, though. This is good. Alright, unfold that. Now, it would work if there was corn in the bin. There is no corn currently. I think it's you left, you're grabbing that, right?
I'm attempting to, but I'm about to lose my patience with this auger.
Hang on. Let's see. What do you got going on here? Do you need more of a whole dugout?
No, it's just that John Deere's not hooking up to the PTO for it.
You tried to use that tractor?
Mm-hmm.
I would get a smaller tractor to do that.
Oh, we don't have any.
I'm on my way.
The international,
I thought you have to have like 200 horsepower for this one.
No.
No.
Oh, that's for the big auger.
Yeah, say the farmhouse sitting over there.
Yeah, this one. Squeaky brakes and all.
Mm-hmm. If they weren't squeaky, they wouldn't be working right.
Right? Corn. It's corn. Alright. So that'll be 50,000 corn here in a second. Brought over. Good, 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 good.